What up, everyone? Oh, I need to turn this on. What up, A Girl Comics? What up, Axel? Sorry, I was fucking. I take my dog out. He's like acting a fool. Acting a damn fool. CB 2020 in the house. Sorry, I haven't drinking my protein shake today, so I need to do it now. Made it. Everyone's here. What up, Christina? What up, Amanda? What up, Fat Arms? Fat Arms and I go. We have like tons of conversations on Twitter together. It's so funny. What up, Willow? What up, Sarah? I think this protein shake I don't know. I don't want to say if it is or not. I feel like it's vegan. I don't know for sure, though. I'm pretty sure there's no milk in it. Oh no, it has milk. It has milk protein in it. Yeah, never mind. I take everything I said back. Don't listen to me. I'm literally the Amberlin of protein shakes. Don't even. Chelsea, what up? I'm okay. I'm feeling. If you saw this post, I made a Twitter post yesterday. Like I could not sleep because like my back and my like leg was hurting so bad, and like I'm pretty sure I have sciatica or whatever. I've had it because I've like gone. I've like gone to the doctors. Okay, yeah, Kelly, it's not vegan. It has whey protein in it. I don't know things. Don't listen to me. If you're not vegan or whatever, and you want like a decent protein shake, then these are the way to go. They have 30 grams of protein, 160 calories in them, and only 1 gram of sugar. And then it also has a bunch of vitamins and minerals in it. So this is like the way to go. It has like no carb. It has 5 carbs. That's it. They're kind of pricey, but if you go to Costco, you can get like 18 of them, I think. 3 times 6, yeah. 18 of them for like $14. So they're not that bad. I've never tried Soylent before. I'm like afraid to. Hey girl. I did. Hold on. I like saw that you messaged me. I just haven't read it yet because I've been doing so much shit today. Right now I'm safe for diabetics. Girl, I don't know. That's something you would have to ask your doctor. There's only 1 gram of sugar in it. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know shit about diabetes though. Like I don't know like what things can trigger it. It has 3 grams of fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 20 milligrams of cholesterol. I should read it like Amberlin. I'm gonna reread it as Amberlin. Okay, ready? It has total fat 3 G's, saturated fat 1 G, trans fat 0 G, cholesterol 20 mg's, sodium 210 mg's, potassium 450 mg's. The total carbs has 5 G's. 3 of those carbs are 3 G's of those carbs are dietary fiber, and 1 G of sugar, and then it also has 30 G's of protein. Tiffany H says, I've drank it. I am diabetic. It's fine. So there you go. But I think what happened, I've had this issue for a while now, and I've had this issue since I had my appendectomy back in like when did I have that? In 2009 I had an appendectomy. 2009 or 2008. I think it was in 2008. It was like the year after high school. I had an appendectomy, and ever since then, 30 protein. Yeah, it's supposed to be 30 proteins. I'm sorry. And ever since then, I've had tons of like back and abdominal like issues. And I've gone through the gambit of like trying to figure out what it is. Um, Found out that like I have IBS, which is like a lot of people have IBS. Apparently not a lot of men have IBS, but it's a lot of tons of people have IBS. I have IBS-M. We're going to learn all new things about Michael right now. I have IBS-M, which is mixed, which means like I can either be like constipated or the other way. I am going to actually react to the PewDiePie video, Amberlynn's PewDiePie video in a little bit. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I need to like... So, I've gone through like tons, you know, I've had like fucking, you know, all kinds of like tests done and everything. And what I saw a pain specialist about it, and he's, I've had a colonoscopy. I've had multiple endoscopies. Well, I had to have multiple endoscopies after my, gastric bypass surgery because I had a stricture. So they had to go in there and open the hole up because I literally wasn't able to get like anything down. So I've had four or five like endoscopies just in like the last 5 years. Like it's so bad. So I saw a pain specialist and he was like, dude, I think you have nerve damage. I think that you have nerve damage in your abdomen, and like you have sciatica and stuff, and like that is what it is. I don't really think that you have like intestinal issues. I think that whatever surgery you had, like they may have like accidentally like fucked up one of your nerves, or the way you healed was wrong, and so now you're dealing with like nerve damage. And so like every now and then, like at night, I'll just not be able to sleep. I already have issues sleeping. I already have really bad insomnia. But there'll be times where like it'll be 4 in the morning and I'll be like, I cannot fucking sleep because my abdomen is just so like, oh, like it's just like, it's like a metal, like a hot kettle prod, like cow prod. It's just like in my abdomen, and like it runs across my back and like down my leg, and it just like throbs. And like, I don't know, Tylenol doesn't do anything. Like there's nothing I can really take, but it'll just like kind of go away after a while. So Michael, what are your thoughts on Mama Tot's video, Eliza? I have nothing but respect for her. I think that she's a genuine person, and so I can understand like where she's coming from in regards to how she's feeling. And you know, if that's how she feels, then like I support her. Like, and I, you know, like if she feels that this doesn't do anything for her and her soul or whatever, then by all means, like, stop, you know, like, and, you know, we've DM'd each other on Instagram, and I have nothing but love and respect for her. I think she's, like, a dope person. So, you know, I wish her the best. Like, you know, if her heart isn't in it anymore, then by all means, like, don't do them. You know, like, I've had, like, moments of catharsis, or, I've had moments of like feeling like, fuck, am I going way too in on her or whatever? And it's like, yeah, there are times where, you know, I mean, you guys have seen it. There are times when I'm reacting to her and I'm like, fuck, I went way too hard. Like, you know, like, and I feel bad and I feel like kind of icky about it. But then she posts a video and it's just like, she like confirms every like doubt or every inkling of ick that I have about her. And so it's like, well, you know what, fuck it. Like, if you know, so I've definitely taken a step back on like doing so many reactions about her, and that's why I've been trying to kind of like diversify like my content a little bit by talking about not just her, because I don't really want to just be the person that only talks about Amberlynn, you know, like. So I think what I'm gonna do now is like, I'm not just gonna upload. I'm gonna upload one of the old reactions that I did that I never uploaded or whatever. And I think from now on, I'm just going to, if I do reactions, I'll just do it during a live stream. And then it's like, if you guys want to watch it during the live stream, then that's cool. But I'm not going to like just do straight up react. If she does something really fucking stupid, by all means, then I'll probably make a video. But it'll be more of like the videos that I used to do before, where I would just clip something that she said and then just like counter it with other shit she said. I'm not gonna just do like straight up reacts, like, you know. So I'm just gonna keep the reactions to the live streams and try to like do other things. You're not losing. I'm going to still talk about Amber. I will always talk about Amberlynn Reed. Like, that's just what it is. Like, because I find her to be such a, like, moment of, or not a moment, just such a controversial person with there's so much there to talk about. But the truth is, I can only comment on her lack of motivation to want to, like, lose weight, and how the way she...
Nice haircut, looking sharp.
Thanks, Christina. Thank you so much for the super chat. Or Michelle. Christina sent one too. She said Amberlynn might need inpatient therapy. I mean, maybe. So, you know,
Amberlynn might need inpatient therapy.
I can only say so many things about her, like, not wanting to lose weight before it's like I sound like a broken record, you know? So, but I'll do, like, when I do live streams, like, I'm gonna react to her, like, PewDiePie video, because I watched, like, the first little bit of it and I was like, god damn, dude, she's fucking out of her goddamn mind. So yeah, Lady Kosh, she's starting to bore the shit out of me. It's not so much that she's bored. Well, I guess it is boring is the correct adjective to use. It's that we've seen this before. Like, we've seen all of this before, you know, and hearing her talk about how she's throwing everything out the window that she's learned to lose weight, and she's gonna try but then doesn't, you know, like, it's clear when you watch the PewDiePie video that she uploaded, because I think she's been trying to step away from the camera a little bit, because I think her weight loss isn't going how she wants it. In fact, I think it's the inverse of what she's trying to do. So I think that Addie, thank you so much for the super
Love
chat.
ya and appreciate ya, Petty King Heart.
Appreciate you too. I think that she's afraid. I don't know if afraid is the right word. I think it's very clear to her that things aren't working out the way she thought they were in terms of, like, getting her life back on track. So that's why we're seeing more of Becky, and she's not doing her vlogs as much, because I honestly think that she is, I don't want to say she's immobile, but her mobility is severely impacted by her weight right now. And I think that she can't do vlogs, and she doesn't have enough to say in her sit-down videos, and I don't think her sit-down videos get the traffic that she likes. So I think that I don't know. It seems like she's drowning slowly in her own fat. Like, she's drowning. She's drowning, like, pretty quickly right now. And I don't know what she's going to do. I think there's also this misconception that, like, I want her to fail. I don't want Amberlynn to fucking fail. If anything, I would want her to, like, prove the haters wrong, and to prove to her audience that she can do this and she can be that person that she wants to be. Because I do think deep down inside, she wants to be a success story. I think that deep down in there, she wants to be a success story, but there's so many mental blocks in her life of her just being an all-around shitty fucking person that she can't get past it. And with the incentive of, like, continuing to be... See, okay, I was going to talk about this in a video, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about it right now. It's like, it reminds me a lot of, like, Tess Holliday. Like, I don't like Tess Holliday for reasons other than to do with her size. I don't think that, like, her being big, I could give a fuck. Like, bitch, be big. I really don't care. The other shit that she's done on the side, the shady shit that she's done on the side, I don't fucks with. Like, and look into, like, Tess Holliday, and you'll see, like, she's not as, like, body positive as she likes to pretend to be. Now, my thing with Amberlynn, with her or whatever, is I think that Like someone, I think I was watching like Piers Morgan or someone was talking about her, and he was like, "What? I think she enjoys being this big because that's how she gets money, and that's how she gets blah 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 and all this stuff." And in my brain, I mean, I get that. Like her being that severely overweight, like probably does get her bookings that she wouldn't normally get. Um, so like the Cosmopolitan cover, right? So like I think the people at Cosmopolitan were like, this is gonna sell magazines. This is gonna get us clicks online. If we put this morbidly obese girl who thinks she's a model on the cover, like we're gonna get tons of clicks. And I personally don't think that like Tess Holliday would be pigeonholed for being fat. Like I don't think that. I think that she would make way more money if she lost the weight. Like if Tess went off the grid or whatever for like a year and like lost a good chunk of weight, people would like go nuts. People would like just look at Anna Nicole Smith, like my idol. No, I'm just kidding. She's not my idol, but I love Anna Nicole Smith. Remember when she was so big and she was doing like her show or whatever, and she was just eating chicken wings all the time, and she was huge, blah blah blah, and then she like kind of went away for a year, and she came back as the trim spa girl, and her whole career just like skyrocketed again. She's like, it's trim spa, baby, like, and she's doing the jeans. She got the Guess jeans commercial again, and all of that shit. Like, I think that it would make more. I think you get more respect when you're like, shit, I was morbidly obese and then I lost all the fucking weight. And I think the same thing could go with Amberlynn. Like, let me be clear. We have to separate the awful shit that she's done to like to her weight or whatever. Because there are a whole slew of other reasons why to not like Amberlynn. The false rape accusations, the way she treats her animals, the way she treats their friends. Like, I think that there's a lot there that is more than just her being fat by any means. But if she lost weight, I think people would like be like, holy shit, like you did it. Like you fucking lost the weight. Like, congratulations. And bitch, I'd make a video being like, congratulations, Amberlynn, you saved your fucking life. Like, you fucking did it. Like, you got your shit together and fucking figured it out. I would have nothing but respect for that. So that was my spiel on all that. So hopefully that made sense. I feel like that made sense. Amber's channel would boom and be so interesting if she lost weight. I agree. I think so 100%. She would have to deal with all the body positivity people coming after her, though. That's for sure. Because that's the one, like, giant hypocrisy about the whole body positivity thing. Is like, they love you when you're fat, but as soon as you're like, I want to lose some weight, then you're like the devil. Like, look at Christine Sidelko. Like, love her. Super fucking hilarious. Awesome personality. She is probably one of the funniest people on YouTube, in my opinion. Her Taco Bell seance was fucking iconic, even though I don't like Taco Bell. And I think that when she announced that she was getting her and her friend Chris, I mean, Chris had lost a lot of weight already, but when she announced that her and Chris Clemens were both seeing a trainer together and they were going to both try to lose weight, all of a sudden, all these people that had been lauding her as like such an inspiration for being a big girl and funny turned on her and were like, how dare you talk about wanting to go to the gym? How dare you talk about wanting to lose weight? That is oppressive. That is oppressive on me. That makes me feel bad, blah blah blah. Like, and it's like, that's fucked up. Like, that's so fucked up that like you're gonna be in this camp of like being like, yeah, we love your body, love all body types, blah blah blah. But as soon as someone wants to make a change in their life, and not for even cosmetic reasons but for health reasons, all of a sudden they're the enemy, you know? And I experienced that too, like in my own personal life, when I posted a picture a long time ago of like my side by sides of when I was like 580 pounds or whatever, and then when
I always work
lost
when
some
you
weight.
stream.
Thanks so much, 89 lbs down. Thanks. And when I posted, I got people that I didn't even know, because back then my Instagram was public. I didn't realize that, and I tagged them things like, I tagged like weight loss surgery and like losing weight and da 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 da. I had all these people I didn't know coming to my photo and being like, you shouldn't post things like this. It's oppressive to like bigger people. It makes people feel bad. First of all, all the people that were commenting were a bunch of women. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you're going to attack me because I was sick and dying and I'm trying to do something about it? Like, what the fuck? Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, get off my jock. Like, that's stupid, you know? And now I'm supposed to feel bad because I lost weight? Like, you know, and I'm not at my goal weight or anything, but it was like, I was proud of losing over 200 pounds. Like, I was proud of that. Like, why shouldn't I be allowed to be proud of that? You know, it's just, it bothers the fuck out of me. It really bothers the fuck out of me. What was it that she said, like, in her drive-thru at McDonald's? She, like, see, it's shit like that is just, like, do I feel bad about talking about her? No, because she does shit like that. Because she goes on here, and she does a sit-down. She's like, I'm fighting for my life. You know what? I'm going to fight for my life. I'm going to lose this weight, and I'm going to fight for my life. And I'm just gonna, you know, and I'm gonna change everything. I'm gonna throw everything out the window that I thought I once knew, and I'm gonna really go for it, and blah blah blah. That night on Snapchat, first of all, the bitch was at 2 fast food restaurants in one day. She was at the Burger King, because we got our Nancy Drews out there that found the tile, because you know how they all use the same tile for everything. She's gonna use, so she was at Burger King earlier. And then that night, she's in the drive-thru, sticking her tongue out, being like, like, fucking McDonald's, can I get an ice cream cone? Like, and then looks at the camera, an ice cream cone's only like 2 points on Weight Watchers. Bitch, that is crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Petty panel under Amber's spell. Tough love saves lives. Interventions. Don't sit back and say you do you and we'll pay you to kill yourself. Love you.
Exactly, nope. Interventions are supposed to be like push you and like make your truths more known. Like, it's not supposed to like confirm your bias. Like, that's not how that's supposed to work. But yeah, so like, it's just, I don't know. It's just fucking like, so I don't feel bad. Like, it's hard for me to feel bad for someone that does things like that. Like, it's so hard for me to feel bad for someone who does something like that. Shaming someone else for becoming healthy, that's also oppressive. Dude, it's a fucking thing. Aimers.
Shaming someone else for becoming healthy? That's also oppressive. Girl, please.
It's a fucking thing. Like, it's a fucking thing. If you look into it, if you really look into the whole body positivity thing, I'm gonna do a whole spiel. I'm probably not gonna have another video until Sunday, because I'm redoing my room a little bit. Like, I got a new desk and like all this stuff, and I'm gonna have to put it all together tomorrow. That's what I was doing earlier. I was like cleaning my room. So I'm gonna be doing all that, and I also like having like a new computer that I'm still like transferring everything to. So I'm probably not gonna have, but I think on Sunday, if I have everything done and I've studied for my fucking chem exam enough, I'm gonna make that body positivity video that I've been meaning to getting around to make, about my experience with it and like how hypocritical I find the whole process or the whole movement. You know, it reminds me of that quote, like, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. I don't know if that's what that means. I don't know if that applies to like what I'm about to say. But I like with most movements out there, they initially start and they have like a positive impact, and then then everyone joins and it morphs into like something that it wasn't, and it becomes a way of people to profit off of or to make other people feel bad. I have an upper endoscopy next week. Is it scary? I'm scared. Crystal, it's not scary. Okay, I've had 2 different kinds of upper endoscopies. I've had the ones where they like put you fucking under, and then I've had the ones where they put you in like twilight sedation, which is fucking bullshit. Whoever says that it's bitch, I was awake for that. That was like the most awful experience. I don't really remember a ton of it. I just remember it fucking did not feel good. So if you have a say and your insurance is willing to pay for it, I'm assuming you live in America and have insurance. I would say ask them to put you fucking under. Just be like, just give me that fucking propofol or whatever, and just put me the fuck under. Michael Jackson my ass. And then wake me up when we done, because like it doesn't feel good. Like it really does not feel good. The other time I did it, they just get it. I honest to God think they just give you a shit ton of Benadryl. And they're like, here you go, like take your little Benadryls, and then we're gonna stick a giant camera down your throat, and yeah, but you know, like, and I remember I literally sat there and I was like, I'm not going to sleep. Like I already have an issue with sleeping and stuff, so like even when I've been put under with propofol, I fight it to the very end. And I remember there was one time I was in the endoscopy room, and my doctor looks at me and he's like, Michael, stop it. And I'm like, what? And he's like, just go to sleep, close your eyes, like stop it. And I'm like, because I will sit there and like fight until the very end. I will fight. So just, it's honestly, you'll do it, you'll get over it, you'll find out information. The doctor usually comes in right at the end of it, and like he'll tell you what he saw and what he didn't see, and then it takes a week to get the pathology reports back. So it's not awful, it's not scary, but if you have the option, just ask to be put under. Like ask for an anesthesiologist to be there and just be like, just put me the fuck under. What do you think of Foodie Beauty spending hours deleting and blocking people in comment sections? I mean, when you have that much time, like I feel like that says everything in itself about you, that like you would spend that much time. Like I respond to comments if people like okay people on there are people who don't like me, and I'm fully aware of that. I understand, dude. There are times where I'm fucking I'm watching myself back and like, bitch, I can't stand me either. Like I'm preachy, I'm ranty, the sound of my voice is annoying, you know. I get it. Like I completely understand how people cannot like me. And so there are people that like comment on my videos like things like, oh, there's only a few select words in my like my block list or whatever that I have on there that I just don't want to see it, period. So it's like the N-word, and like I don't like to be called the F-word, so especially by people who like aren't my friends. So I read them, and honest to God, most of the time I think there's a little inkling of truth of what they're saying about me, and sometimes it's funny as fuck. Like honest to God, when someone shades the fuck out of me and it's a good read, I think it's funny. Like I have nothing against it. And also, if you're gonna comment on my shit and like, it just puts me in the algorithm more. So it's like, if you want to like dislike the video or you want to like comment on it, it makes my videos pop up more like in the recommended and suggested. So it's like, I don't really care that much. I think that says everything about Chantel, that like she has to like moderate her comment section so heavily, and I can't see that being at all productive or positive in her life. Like I can't see her sitting there and reading each fucking comment and deciding whether or not that she's gonna allow it or not is good. You know, Beatus Drake. I don't, whoever dubbed me Beatus Drake, like that's fucking hilarious to me. Like I will take type 2 diabetes Drake all day. Like it's funny to me. I think that that's fucking hilarious. There's people that, you know, there are people that say things about politics or whatever all the time. I don't, you know, it is what it is. Some people are gonna agree with me, some people aren't. It's like, whatever, like keep it pushing, you know, like I don't care that much. But yeah, I think that Foodie Beauty or Flobby Poppy, I think that regardless of whether or not she wants that in her comment section, I need to change the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm changing it to live chat. I didn't realize it was on top chat this whole time. Regardless of whether or not she wants it in there, she's somehow absorbing it, like, because she's reading these comments and then deleting it. So, Michael, I appreciate you can tolerate a spectrum. I mean, if you're gonna go on YouTube and expect people to be nothing but nice to you, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, I think that you live in fucking you live in La La Land if you think that you're gonna come on here and everyone's just gonna be nice to you and that's it. What's up, dude? Just got home from the gym. Get it. So happy to catch your live finally. Get it, Margie. Fitty Bitty seems like she's about to snap in her videos. Her fake giggles, her weird posture. I need to watch Willow's. I watched Zach's water haul parody, which was hilarious. Or his water fast thing. That was hilarious. I need to watch Willow's. I haven't watched Willow's video today. Chantel's an asshole. Absolutely. She's worse than Amberlynn in so many ways, honest to God. She like sits there and she'll watch first of all, if you live your life based around a documentary, you're fucking stupid. Like, if you watch a single documentary and think that that is the be all end all of like whatever topic they're talking about, you're crazy. People who film documentaries film it with the intention to sell it. It's not they're not doing this out of the kindness of it. It's not like a peer viewed edit journal or something.
I'm on break at work, so I can't watch.
Thanks,
but
Maya.
Keep up the good work, Michael.
Thanks for the super chat, Maya. So if you think that that is, you're an idiot. Like, if you watch a documentary on Netflix and think that now you know everything about nutrition, you're out of your goddamn mind. You're so stupid. And not only that, but you're also lazy. It's like going, at school when the teachers are just so lazy that they don't want to when you go to school or whatever and the teachers are lazy that day, so they bring in the cart and then they play Bill Nye the Science Guy or something. Or it's very much that. It's learning through watching entertainment, which is I'm sure you can learn some things, but big but here. You need to get your information from multiple angles and multiple sources. You can't just watch a documentary and then I don't even know what that is. As someone who had VHD, it's sad how many people would rather watch you struggle and possibly die than help. Shake my damn head. Fuck that noise. My goal is to get to 150 pounds and twerk on the GR, eat well. I don't know, cut it off. Fuck people's opinion if you don't pay your bills. I mean, hey. That's right, Taylor B. I hope the VSG is working for you. Honest to God, I had hoped that vertical sleeve would be the cure to whatever it was, but dude, my acid reflux was so bad. I was literally my esophagus was just raw from all the fucking acid that was constantly coming up. But I'm not saying that VSG is a bad surgery or anything. I'm not saying that at all, because I know people at the support group. There's tons of people that have had VSG and they're super successful and they have no issues. My doctor has such low complication rates. Even when I came in there, I was his first stricture, and I'm that person. If it's gonna happen, it's probably gonna happen to me. I was his first stricture in 5,000 surgeries. I was his first stricture because he does everything through the Da Vinci. So and if you don't know what the Da Vinci is, it's a robot that holds the little plier thingies. It's a 6-armed robot thingy. And so because he uses that machine, there's no actual human being actually in your body. So your chances of getting infections and your complications are a lot lower. But and so but I'm his first stricture ever, and he's are you kidding me? He was upset about it. I remember I went to my gastro and he did the endoscopy. He's oh, you got a stricture. So I had to use the balloon and open it up. So you're going to have to come 2 to 3 more times before it'll stay open by itself. Because what'll happen is it'll heal and it'll stay closed. So I had to go once every 2 months for 6 months. And so I remember I went back to my surgeon, and he looked at the report. He's like, "You got a stricture?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, I think he's like, "Oh my god, now I have to like put it on my, like he has to add it to like his like thing or whatever." Because he and you should. I mean, if you're an amazing surgeon or whatever, you should be like, I haven't had any of these issues that all these other doctors have had, like, which is like. If I was a surgeon, if I were a heart surgeon or whatever, any kind of surgeon, and I never ran into complications or lost a patient, I would like scream that from the rooftop. I'd be like, I've done X amount of surgeries, blah, 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 and I ain't never had this, And so now I think he has to like change his spiel now a little bit when he does his little pitches. Like, I think he has to be like, well, I've had one stricture and I remember he told us one story about how this was when early in his career, he did a surgery. He was still like, I don't want to say like apprentice. It's not apprenticeship. It's like he was still in his intern. So he was like a surgical intern. I don't even think he was a surgical intern. I think he was a resident. And he was talking about how he was doing his first bariatric surgeries. And he had a woman come in, and he did the surgery. He did a gastric bypass, and she had to come back the next day because that night she went home and ate French fries. And so he had to go back in there and clean it all out and everything, and then she had to be hospitalized for like 2 weeks. So I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, that's so crazy. Was it painful? It didn't feel good, I'll tell you that much. Anyone that goes and gets surgery and says it didn't hurt, especially bariatric surgery, they're fucking lying to you. They're absolutely lying to you. Now, am I saying it's like the same as getting a cesarean? No. I mean, especially if you get it laparoscopically, it doesn't hurt as much, okay? But pooping hurts. Getting up from laying down hurts. You want to know a tip? If you have abdominal surgery, don't lay down, because guess what? Getting up's going to suck. It's going to suck so much. I slept in my recliner behind me for like 4 days. Shivy is back. What up, I hope Shivy's here. I love Shivy. Shivy and I had like a great time the other night. Michael was not getting surgery, never option. I mean, of course, it's always not an option. But I was at a place where it was like, I have to do something, and I wanted to like get my life going or whatever. Everyone said gallbladder surgery was a piece of cake. LOL liars. I was in pain for over a week and couldn't move. Girl, boy, Norse, I hope I don't have to get my gallbladder removed. I hope that the pain that I have in my abdomen isn't my gallbladder. So I really want to deal with that. So are you going to actually do BetterHelp counseling, or it's a joke? I'm not actually a BetterHelp counselor. If you watch my last video, like that's, I mean, I guess in like, if you want to talk about everything we've talked about so far, it's some kind of like counseling, because I guess we're all like sharing and I'm talking about my experiences and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I see my doctor on Friday, so he'll decide from there like what he's gonna do or what we're gonna do. And then I don't see my gastro guy until like the beginning of November, because he's so booked right now, because it's like season right now. It sucks. My spinal tap failed with my second C-section, so I felt, oh my God, girl, holy shit. Don't some doctors remove the gallbladder? Oh my God, it's going too fast. Came to work the night. Our job consisted of sitting in a chair and answering phones, but still. My coworker had a gallbladder surgery and came to work that night. Fuck that. I have gallstones and I have to get my gallbladder removed, and I'm so scared. You'll be fine. I think gallbladders are super routine surgery. Unless you're like literally dealing with Dr. Death, like you'll be okay. I know the majority of the people at the surgery support group, the weight loss support group, had their gallbladder removed because they like lost weight so fast that your gallbladder just goes nuts. I love my gastro too. He's okay. I have really good looking doctors. I don't know if it's so much that like they're because they're smart and wealthy that they're like so good looking, but like, well, my regular doctor, he's so fine. Like it's like it's never gonna happen for us, you know. But you know, sometimes you just have to have good looking doctors because it like helps, makes you want to go there more. Eat G-bombs and won't worry about stomach issues. Green beans, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. Girl, if you could do that, more power to you. I don't think I could do that. Oh my God, Dr. Death. I wonder what his job is in prison, or does he just get his family to put money on his account? Probably gets his family to just put money on his account, I would imagine. The surgery pain was nothing compared to the pain from constipation. Literally, my mom had to disimpact. Ooh. Ooh, girl. Get a squatty potty. Squatty potties work. I mean, you know, one of my first... This is so bad. When I was like 19, I was dating like this 45... He was like 45 years old. I'm not going to say his actual age. But like he was, I don't want to say he was well off, but like, it didn't help. It didn't hurt. I don't know. I like dudes that are like smart and successful. Now they don't have to be like super successful. I mean, I'm not super successful, but like, they have drive. That's the better word. That are like smart and have drive. Are we gonna get a reaction? Yeah. In fact, I was gonna like put it up right now. I need to go to Amber Large channel. Oh, I need to mute this. Okay, turn this up a little bit.
Hey guys! Okay, so...
See what I mean? Like, I think that these videos or whatever where she's like... Because I think she was so hyped that PewDiePie talked about her, and in her mind it was like, ooh, more traffic, more money, more Walmart trips, more journals, and definitely more Cheesecake Factory. This is more true to form of like, girl, that choker is like expanded to the max too. But like, this is more like... I think this is part of why she doesn't really do these videos as much, or she's been having Becky do more of these videos, is because she's not losing any weight. And it's clear that she's not losing any weight. Like, look how big her head is.
I look washed out. I don't have no makeup on. I look ugly. I was not going to say
It was your choice to look ugly and not make any effort. So shut the fuck up.
and film this. I keep getting questions. Oh my god, Amberlynn, did you see her in PewDiePie's video? Can you believe that PewDiePie like totally dragged you? I can't believe that he shaded you. Oh my gosh, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Oh my god, look. I'm just like, oh, like, I'm so used to being in other people's videos.
I love that. I'm so used to being in other people's videos. She's so conceited. I can't with her.
Totally not cocky.
Like, she acts as if like every drama channel in the world like talks about her like all the time. Girl, there's just only a select few of us that have nothing better to do.
Just there's a lot of review channels who review my YouTube channel. There's a lot of people who sit down, play my whole video on theirs.
Dude, literally, this is me right now. It's literally me.
Just all kinds of stuff. So this type of reaction I wasn't expecting, and I do know of PewDiePie. I've watched a few
of course, if you live in a hole, if you live under a rock, you don't know who PewDiePie is, especially if you're on YouTube. Like, you have to know who the most subscribed person on YouTube is. Like, come on.
Videos. I've always thought he was super funny in anything I've ever watched, but I think he used to just do gaming videos, and I'm not really like a gaming type of watcher.
Right, because that, like, that implies that you have to like actually have some kind of like brain in order to like comprehend what's happening on the screen.
Like, I'll play video games, but I won't sit there and watch other
But you play Mario Party. I'm not even call that a video game. Sorry about it. Sorry for the people out there that like play Mario Party, but if you play Mario Party, you don't really game. I'm sorry. I'm gonna like be real prudish about that right now. Real like annoying about it.
people play them. Anyways, so I do know who he is, of course. Everyone does. And I was just like taken aback, I guess, because everyone's like, oh my god.
Can we talk about how much hair is on her shirt? God damn, dude. Get a fucking lint roller.
What do you think of this? And it's just like, okay, let's do a backstory first. So
okay, so now it turns into a whole story time. I know, right?
you guys,
Literally, you were on, literally you were in the video for all of 30 seconds. There's not like a ton of backstory.
no, I have my fair share of mental problems. This is why I'm morbidly obese. I have issues within here that cause me to
Within here, just say your brain. We're not stupid.
binge eat, emotional eat, turn to food for comfort, etc., etc. So
Etc.,
now
etc. I literally hate it when she says that.
I'm super morbidly obese.
Ad beast.
What is an
You
ad-
are an ad beast, bitch. You probably put 12 ads in this video. You are an ad beast.
Obese. I meant obese. That's obvious. I've went through a lot in my life, and so many people kept saying,
Haven't we all? Haven't we all been through a lot in our lives?
see a therapist, see a therapist, see a therapist. And I've seen a lot of therapists in my past, but
Have you though? Like, have you really though? You haven't seen a therapist since you're like 17, since you were a ward of the state. You're like 29 years old now.
it was when I was a teenager, when I was a child, because I was in foster care. I've talked about this a lot before, but I haven't seen a therapist as an adult, so I was scared. Before that, people were telling me, you know, go to the doctor, da 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 da. So I did go, obviously, depression, da da da. So
Dude, okay, this is gonna sound really conceited or whatever, but has she always done the da 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 thing? I feel like that was like, I'm not saying that I came up with that, but she's never done that da 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 thing. Like, and I feel like she's been watching my videos because I say da 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 a lot. Like, that was like my mom's favorite thing. That was her Yiddish. Is da 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 Yiddish? Yiddish? I feel like it's Yiddish for something, but like, she's never done that before until like very recently. She usually would just do blah 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 or whatever. But da 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 da. Michael, your comparison to a buffalo on the tundra made me laugh so hard. That was, I had just watched like Planet Earth or something when I watched her video. So like it was like fresh in my mind, and I can literally see the like buffalo on the tundra trying to run from the wolves, and like there was this one jackass buffalo named Fred who like hit his other buffalo friend in the head, and then like that buffalo ended up dying because the wolves got him.
on medicine. People who care about me were like, see a therapist. So as scared as I was,
Even the people who didn't like you were like, see a therapist though. Like, let's be real. The loudest people who were telling you to go and seek medical help were the people who don't like your ass, which says a lot about you.
I was like, okay, I need to see a therapist, but let me compromise here a little bit. I kept seeing tons
Let
of
me compromise. So essentially what she is saying is, let me just try to do something to make all my haters shut the fuck up by doing the least amount of work possible. That's what she's saying when she says, let me compromise. Bitch, you're going to compromise your health like that? You're going to compromise your life and your mental health because you're fucking like too lazy to go out and do the actual legwork? Like, come on, girl.
of YouTubers talk about an app called BetterHelp. And if you were as scared as I was about seeing a therapist, hearing about an app.
Okay, why are we going to like, I don't understand. Okay, I understand that it to each their own or whatever, but I don't understand the stigma behind like therapy being scary. Like, I can understand seeing a psychiatrist being scary because like maybe you don't want to go there because they're going to want to try to put you on something and you don't want to be on an antidepressant, which by all means, I understand that, like, going and seeing a psychiatrist and, like, being put on a medication that's going to make you act or feel different, like, sure. I was watching an old Peterborne video about Amberlin today, irritating thoughts. I don't fuck with Peterborne. That's my thought. I don't fuck with that Keebler elf. I think he's full of shit. So... that's an say.
I was watching an old Peterborne video about Amber Lynn today. Irritating. Thoughts?
So yeah, I don't really like Peterborne. A lot of people don't like Peterborne right now too. Apparently, he's like losing subscribers every day. I can understand, but like seeing a therapy should be like a positive. Yeah, hey, girl, therapy should be therapeutic, nice, positive. I mean, if you're gonna go and see a therapist, like, and you're afraid of being confronted by truth, then I guess I can understand that. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's annoying. Like, just go and see a therapist. Like, the worst that's gonna happen is like you're not gonna like what they have to say, and then you'll never have to see them again. Like, it's that simple. It's not like court ordered therapy or something. You know, it is what it is. In the words of Mr. Burns, excellent. Yes, all Peter does is ramble and ramble.
Oof, the gaslighting in her video is
Thank
intense.
you, Kristen, for the super chat. Yeah. I don't know. I love how there's this giant shift right now in like drama channels or like even the beauty guru channels or whatever, like where it's like, I'm gonna be a positive person because that's who I am. And it's like, bitch, you were never that. So like to sit here and be like, okay, like I'm, you know, like, come on, girl, like Peter and Manny and Laura or whatever. Like, I'm gonna do a whole video on Laura because that whole fucking homeless piece was the most tone deaf shit I've ever fucking seen. That shit was crazy. She's literally sitting there, could give a fuck about what this man sitting next to her has to say. And then after all that, she's sitting in her vanity in her giant house with all this fucking expensive ass shit in the background, wearing 5 gold chains and like 5 gold rings with her feet beat to hell. And she's gonna sit there and be like, homelessness is an epidemic in America and we need to do something. Bitch, are you
My
that
old
tone
college
deaf?
classmate, it used this service disappointed face.
I'm sorry. Hopefully he got the help that he really needs, Anna, or she.
Or a website where you can have a therapist just through messaging, or if you wanted, you could do FaceTiming and you can message them 24/7. Like, you don't have to see them in person. I was like, yes.
What is... Yes, I can have mediocre therapy. Yes, I can have ineffective therapy. Yes, yeah. Like, girl, why are we celebrating this? Why are we excited about like taking such a huge giant shortcut in life? Like, that makes, you know, like, you're 550 pounds, bitch. Like, you shouldn't be happy that you're not going to have to like, that you're gonna, you know, that you get like no says or like, I don't know. It's stupid.
Let's do this. Like, I was so terrified of what kind of emotions a therapist would give me. So I looked into BetterHelp because it was being advertised by all my favorite YouTubers.
See, and this is exactly what I meant when I was talking about in my video, is people dumb like Amber Lynn. I wasn't you know, like, that was who, and I'm not saying all people are dumb or whatever, but people who are younger are very highly impressionable. So when neck vag, fuck Kelly. So, god damn it. Now you distracted me. So this is what I was worried about when I saw all the BetterHelp shit starting to like surface amongst all these YouTubers. I was worried that people like Amber Lynn or people who are highly impressionable or people who are just fucking stupid were going to like latch onto this. Thank you so much, Lena Z, for the super chat. We're going to latch on to like this BetterHelp thing, that this faux therapy, and use it as like real therapy. I'm sorry. I'm not versed in psychology and all that stuff, but from what I've read online, can online therapy help? It's good to supplement online therapy. And typically what they mean by online therapy is like you have the means of being in contact with your therapist while not being in the room too. So like you can do Skype therapy if you need to, or you can, you know, but it's with a therapist that is also within your vicinity that you can go and see in person too. With this other shit, this unvetted, unmoderated, like it's the wild west out there. There's no kind of regulation happening with these people. it's dangerous to be promoting that to people like Amber Lynn, who thinks she is 13 years old. Because they go with it, and then this is what we end up with, you know? So it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know why they didn't see this coming. I don't know why all these other YouTubers, when they started fucking pushing this down their throat, they didn't look into it more, you know? And that was my issue with Phil DeFranco, was like him just being such a dick about it. Like, no, dude, like, this is real ass shit. And like, we're starting to see people coming forward and being like, yeah, that therapy's fucking garbage. Or, hey, my therapist was a convicted rapist. Like, you know, like, it's just, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
There's Trisha Paytas, and now Shane Dawson.
Yeah, because that's the person you want to follow in life, is Trisha Paytas.
Advertising it, and I was just like, maybe I'll give this a shot. So by thinking that I was doing the right thing, I did sign up for BetterHelp, and I was paying like $260 a month to talk to this guy who, at first it seemed like it was perfect, because I messaged him these huge long paragraphs, and I was like talking about my true feelings. Like, it was like a diary. I didn't feel like I was being judged. I was
texted him. Like, I mean, honest to God, dude, if you're texting your therapist like long ass paragraphs, like, go see him in fucking person. Like, I personally, I have way so much to say that I wouldn't want to sit there and text everything to my therapist. It'd be so fucking annoying.
Talking about things that I didn't think I'd talk to a therapist in person about. I was going so deep within myself that I was finding emotions within myself that I didn't even know I had. So I was like yes, what? This is great. I'm talking out my problems. I'm doing what everyone has been wanting me to do, what I know is right for me. I'm doing it for myself. And I was rooting myself on. I was super proud of myself, and I was making YouTube videos about it. I was like, I'm seeing a therapist, look at me now.
That's weird. That's really fucking weird. Like, I'm seeing a therapist, look at me now, bitch. Like, what? You're doing what you're supposed to do, so haha, fuck you haters. Like, I'm confused. She's fucking crazy. Her moral compass is so fucked. Like, she literally is like, I can't.
Now, then obviously the topic of my eating habits came up, and I will admit that I should have done a little bit more research regarding BetterHelp before I did sign up and was...
Something tells me you still haven't. Something tells me that, like, you're literally responding to like everything else that everyone else has done. Like, I can't. You know,
taking the plunge on that good quality mental health life, but I didn't. I guess supposedly they are therapists, but they're considered counselors, and they're not supposed to diagnose you or anything like that.
In general, a therapist isn't supposed to diagnose you. That's what a psychologist does.
And I had no idea about that. Before I say anything, I am not downgrading BetterHelp in any way. I'm not downgrading the counselor.
What? She's using the wrong... I think she means denigrate. I don't think she means downgrade. Downgrading implies like dating, you know, Destiny and then dating Becky. Like, that's a downgrade.
That they did give me at all, because he was very nice and understanding. I'm not downgrading anything besides maybe the situation that I experienced should have been handled a little differently.
What the fuck is good quality mental health life? Not Amber Lynn, I'll tell you that.
So obviously I talked to my counselor about my eating habits and such, and he straight up told me the words binge eating disorder, and we talked more about that. And so when he told me, oh yeah, binge eating disorder, da 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 da, I was like, holy shit, like, I've been right this whole time. That's exactly what's going on with me, because at nighttime I eat large. I'm talking about large. So
I think I was right. I think what happened was she came in there and flooded this man with all this information, or woman, I don't know. And he said, like, well, it sounds like binge eating disorder or whatever. Like, because what she was articulating to him was like all of the characteristics of binge eating disorder. That was all Amber Lynn's tiny little rat brain needed, and she fucking ran with it. That's what that sounds like to me.
Quantities of food, and I feel out of control. Anyway.
Michael first thing said on this site before payment is they cannot diagnose.
Thank you, Gina G, for the super chat. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Is like it says it explicitly, like they can't diagnose.
Anyways, that's not really what this video is about. So finally, me being diagnosed, I was like, finally I can talk to my YouTube about that, because you guys have been with me for almost 5 fucking years now. I can't even believe it's been almost
See, like, her reasons for, like, wanting to do this are so fucked. Like, she's not doing it for herself. She's doing it to, like, brag about it on YouTube. Like, that's so crazy. That's why I think if she lost weight, she would love it. Because she'd get so much attention.
5 years. Oh my god, it's gonna be 5 years in November. So there's a lot of things that I share with you guys, and
you're not going to do anything for it, I'm sure.
I really wanted to share with you guys.
You're going to phone it in like you've done the rest of your life.
That what he did, he shouldn't have done, and
What did he do, though? He didn't diagnose you. He just said it sounds like binge eating disorder. He didn't say you have it. She's a fucking liar. I can't fucking stand her, dude.
Did not know that. So PewDiePie made a video.
Yeah, just because he mentioned a disorder doesn't mean he diagnosed you with it. Amber Lard, thank you. Exactly. Like,
about how BetterHelp is lying to us and is a scam and all this stuff, and I completely agree. I don't think he's shading me. I don't think him using my clip was wrong in any way. I am so glad he did, because he's right. Everything he said in that video was 100% right. Me being told that I had binge eating disorder.
Dude, you're full of shit. Like, first of all, he blurred you to protect you because you're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. You're so stupid that he didn't want to prey on, like, the mentally handicapped. Like, I honestly think that's what he thought. He was like, I'm not gonna, like, drive a bunch of traffic to this girl who's clearly drowning. Like, you're out of your goddamn mind. Like, he played a clip of you looking like a fucking fool. He didn't play a clip of you in your best light. He literally played a clip of you, like, running with a lie. Like, you're out of and he blurred you out too. Everyone else he mentioned in the video, he used their names and, like, he didn't blur them out. Like, girl, it's shade whether or not you want to believe it or not.
Shouldn't have been allowed. There have been other cases of people experiencing the same thing by BetterHelp.
Nope, there haven't. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't heard anything about people talking about being diagnosed on the site. I've heard people talk about how hard it was to get in touch with their therapy. I've heard about how they were concerned about their sessions being kept and, like, potentially being sold to other companies. I haven't heard other people talking about how the therapists on there have been diagnosing people improperly. I have not heard that. So I don't know about that.
BetterHelp. I don't want to downgrade the website, because I've also seen
it's not downgrade, you idiot. Fucking open up a fucking thesaurus or a dictionary and learn what the word downgrade means.
People have great experiences. So after the whole thing happened, and I mentioned to you guys, oh yeah, I was diagnosed.
Yeah, she's just jumping on the
Finally,
bandwagon.
a therapist said I had binge eating disorder. So many people were attacking me, saying they're not supposed to diagnose, like it was my fault, and I was over here
like, he didn't diagnose you.
It's not my fault. I didn't.
You literally said he didn't diagnose you. He said he brought up, like, what you're talking about could potentially be that, and you diagnosed yourself. She wanted so badly to be told by a therapist and to stick it in everyone's face that she had binge eating disorder that she heard what she wanted to hear. That's completely different. That's not the same thing.
And the message to myself. So the more messages I got, the more I looked into it, and I was like, BetterHelp isn't for me. If they can't truly help me, then I just can't be a part of this. So I ended up messaging my counselor, and I said, are you legally allowed to diagnose me? And he admitted that no, he's not. And I was just like,
and he probably read back his chat and the text, because they're all in text. Girl, you're so full of shit. Honest to God, I can't. She's so full of shit, dude. I honestly don't think that she's twisting these words so bad, dude. She's literally twisting. Dude, if this therapist is there, I mean, I don't want people's information to be shared like that or whatever, but, like, if I was this therapist, I would fucking release these screenshots, because I would put money down that he never said you have binge eating disorder. I guarantee you she flooded him with all this shit talking about this is what she does, this is how she lives this life, this is what she's been told before, and he probably said, well, that does sound like binge eating disorder. That's not saying you have binge eating disorder. That sounds like if I came to you and I was like, well, there's this animal and it has 4 legs and it's white and it has black spots and you can milk it and we serve its milk to the population of America and, like, we eat it with our cereal, and, you know, these these animals have they have babies called calves. And I responded to you with like, well, that sounds like a cow. I'm not saying it is a cow. I'm just saying like what you've told me thus far sounds like a fucking cow. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, like that's, she's so manipulative, dude. She's fucking crazy. She's out of her goddamn mind. She literally thinks that because this man said, yes, you told me this is what binge eating this is what you tell me you do at night. This is what your other therapists have said, blah, blah, blah. Like, that sounds like binge eating. That's completely different than you have binge eating disorder. Like, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, Willow. It was the first thing that came to my mind.
And why would you? So it was a really odd situation. I ended up canceling my membership, subscription, whatever it's called. So I no longer go to BetterHelp. I have been seeing an in-person therapist for about a month now. And yeah, it's brought on a lot of emotions for me. There's been a lot of crying. There's been a lot of things I've talked about that I haven't really been wanting to. But this whole thing has come full circle, and I feel like everything was meant to happen, and it pushed me in my direction to actually see a real in-life therapist.
Also, that choker's stronger than my
experiencing a counselor online versus a therapist in person, I go with in person.
Oh, of course now. Literally everything that we've been saying this whole fucking time. Like, I can't. She's such a bandwagoner, dude. I can't fucking stand her ass. I honestly can't stand her. She has no, like, real new thought in her brain. Everything is, like, either regurgitated shit or it's, like, the fucking, her warped sense of reality. Like, I can't with her.
Wholeheartedly, that would be my #1 choice from now on. I feel like in an hour session once a week, you can talk about a lot more than you can sending maybe 4 messages a day to.
No shit. Oh my God, who'd have thunk that an hour long of psychotherapy in person, you would be able to accomplish way more than sending 3 texts a day? Like, holy shit, what a weird concept. Who would have fucking thought? Who'd have thunk that in-person therapy would be more effective than online therapy? Maybe like the American Psychiatric Association. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I can't. It's so dumb.
To a counselor.
There's a reason why in-person therapy, the traditional sense of in-person one-on-one sessions, and all of those, like all of the like science behind research for therapy and like research methods. There's a reason why that shit is like the gold standard of that, because it works and there's nothing else thus far that is better than or is as good as. Like, bye. Like, get out of here. Older sister thunk. It's like a phrase. Like, it's like a I don't know. It's not real. It's not proper grammar, but it's like who'da thunk. Like I'm done. I'm so tongue-tied right now.
But that's just my opinion. I feel like I understand my therapist better now that I see her face to face. I feel like I can understand myself better. There is no diagnosing allowed because I have recently learned that therapists aren't actually supposed to diagnose.
Because you watched the PewDiePie video, you fucking idiot. Like, I can't. She's such an idiot.
I didn't know any of this. So for people asking, how do you feel about PewDiePie using your video? How do you feel about the shade he is throwing at you?
Cut your hair. Cut your ugly, nasty, dry hair.
He's just truly.
How can someone's hair be so greasy at the top and then like so dry at the bottom? I don't understand.
He's showing his viewers the truth about BetterHelp, and I completely agree with him. I think that you should promote.
It's not the truth about BetterHelp. It's the truth about how dumb you are. He wasn't trying. I mean, he was trying to expose BetterHelp, don't get me wrong, but he was also trying to show like how fucking impressionable and dumb people are in this world. And you're one of them. And you were dumb enough to go on the internet and film a video about it. Like, that's what he showed, that you're so stupid that you lied about this and then posted it online.
Promote what you fully agree with. And until then, until you realize if you agree with something, don't promote it. And I should have.
Bitch, you've never gotten a sponsorship in your entire life, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're gonna act like you're good in PR and like you know how to like be a decent YouTuber and like blah blah blah. Like I've gotten so many people that have come to me. I'm not like I'm like this whatever person, whatever. Like I'm a huge YouTuber. I have gotten a lot of people that have come to me and like been like, hey, we want to like work with you and like get you. We want you to do an ad for us, and it's like the majority of them have been ramen boxes, and I can't eat ramen, so I'm like I can't do it. Like I'm not gonna like sit on here and do a ramen box because I literally can't eat ramen. But it's like I'm surprised that no one has come to her and been like, hey, it must be the amount of dislikes and stuff that she gets. That's the only thing I can think of.
Kind of taken advantage of that, but I was so pumped at the fact that I got an online therapist counselor. Even I keep calling him a therapist when technically they're counselors. I was just so pumped about it that
you probably see a counselor right now. I'm gonna put money down that she sees the counselor right now.
Really wanted to share
my. She's like a family counselor or something.
Story and a lot that went on with it. Then again, I keep going back to the fact that everything happens for a reason. I feel like if I never would have spoke upon.
So yeah, I was just about to say that. So Amber Lard's like, so what's the reason of you being 550 pounds? I want to know that too.
On me being diagnosed
nice.
by a BetterHelp person, that I might possibly still be using the BetterHelp app, which I'm very glad I'm not anymore. I'm just really confused why people think that PewDiePie was shading me when there were other YouTubers that he used in the video. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird, but
because the other YouTubers weren't talking about how they were so dumb that they lied on camera about being diagnosed. The other YouTubers were talking about awful experiences that happened to them. They weren't. The other YouTubers that he was using or referencing were people who were either dumb enough to promote it, and he was shading them, or he was talking about the only other person I can think of was that Des Chroma girl who was talking about how she signed up for the service and she could, no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't even get a therapist on the fucking phone for their fucking scheduled Skype dates. Like, get out of here.
But shading me or not, I was in his video and I ain't mad about it. A lot of people think he gave me clout, which he didn't, because views are the same. My subscriptions are still, going up how they do daily, but I don't know. A lot of people were just like trying to throw drama within it, and I'm just like, it's not drama. Do I regret using BetterHelp? No. Do I recommend BetterHelp? No. Should you use it if you're scared to see someone in person? Maybe.
So you are recommending it. Can we replay that real quick?
Daily, but I don't know. A lot of people were just like trying to throw drama within it, and I'm just like, it's not drama. Do I regret using BetterHelp? No. Do I recommend BetterHelp? No. Should you use it if you're scared to see someone in person? Maybe, because
that's a recommendation. Literally in less than 6 words, you just contradicted yourself.
Might help you realize that you can conquer your inner demons, because that was my issue. I feel like BetterHelp was just that step towards me seeing a therapist in person. That's it for this video. That is just how I feel about the whole situation, and I hope I answered everyone's questions about how I feel that I'm in PewDiePie's video. And before anyone tries to twist this, which there will be a twister, because that's what people do, I'm not throwing shade at PewDiePie either. Like, the few videos—
Girl, because if you came for PewDiePie, he'd kill you. He'd literally murder you alive. Like, he would— Dude, if you think it's bad that, like, people like me and Zach do and Willow do videos about you, girl, if someone like PewDiePie or Leon Lush or any of those other people did a video about you, oh my god, it would be fucking over. Like, it would be so over.
I have seen him, like I said, I did enjoy them. So, before anyone tries to twist things, we don't need no drama. No drama, drama, drama. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
I didn't enjoy it. I want my money back. Well, that was like, I mean, she confirmed to me that she's a liar in that video, at the very least. Bro, all of
She's
Reddit would destroy her.
clueless. Bottom line, she weighs 550 pounds and no therapist can snap their fingers for weight loss on her body. She has to stop bending the elbow.
For real. For real. We playing Twister up in here. Michael, you should do a comparison video of Chantel's soul searching video after coming from the ER versus the vid the next day where she's back in hot hoity lecturing mode again. Dude, I try not to like really watch her that much because like she's so insufferable, like, and I can only handle so much of that bullshit from people like her. Like, retroact. I wish if I had time I would. I'm supposed to meet some friends for lunch in like 15 minutes and I still need to like change. Or this offends me TV. Yeah, she'd get destroyed.
Hi Biatch lol. I'm late but here I am, Zoxo.
I'm glad you came late, but I'm gonna have to like leave here in a little bit, so sorry. It's already been like an hour and 20 minutes. She's insufferable. Chantel is fucking insufferable. I actually talked to Daily Marsh a little bit in Shivy Pop's live stream the other night. We didn't come to any kind of like resolution or whatever, but I think that Daily Marsh's vocabulary is a little bit too advanced for the beanbags. So did I say lunch? I meant dinner, sorry. Daily Marsh is just I don't know. I don't understand Daily Marsh. Cuz they were coming at me like so hard about like my morality or whatever, and then like we sat there and we were reacting to a channel and I wasn't responding to them, but I was reading the shit that they were saying when we were reacting to it, and they were just as judgmental as we were. So I was like, bitch, you have no fucking leg to stand on. All right, guys, I'm going to bow out. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll do another live stream. Oh, my God, Zane Alexander. Thank you so much for the super chat. My husband watches PewDiePie, and I saw the video a day after he did, and he says, oh, my God, I was going to tell you that the fat bitch you watch people talk about was in this video. I know, right? I was pretty shocked when that happened. Plot twist, Daily Marsh is Ricky. Yeah, right. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, we're like geriatric like that. We go and get dinner early. Typically we go because we want the happy hour because it's cheaper. But yeah, so I'm gonna take off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love all of you. Thank you so much for all the super chats. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna have a video up this weekend or not. Like I said, I have to like rearrange my room tomorrow and build a desk and all this fucking good stuff. And then I also have to study for a chem exam for Monday. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to be filming another video this weekend, but I'll probably have a video on Wednesday for sure. So thank you all for stopping by. Until next time, toodles.